Hello everybody and welcome to a Minecraft server review. We are here reviewing the Blaze network, which I believe is a faction server, and let's get started. So in the toolbar I noticed, or like the hotbar, we noticed that you have the server information, we have the server selector, and we have players shown or hidden. I just select hidden just to get the clear experience of the scenery, and not only the scenery, but just like everything about it. So, if we click our server information, it gives the server information in the bottom left in the chat, which is very nice, and I like that because it gets new players introduced into the server. One thing that I would like, though, is maybe like some sort of decoration or some sort of like hologram that tells you or that gives information of what you can do and what where new players should go, because maybe not everybody is going to know where to go at the start. You have your devs, you have your head builders, you have your head operators. I'm not so sure what that's supposed to mean, but you just go. So it teleports you over here to the center. You can teleport to different parts of the island. So if I were to keep going, I guess we just go straight. Oh, this is this bridge definitely feels unsafe, but hey, whatever. So if I were to go like, what? I definitely think it might be beneficial to have some sort of like tutorial or some sort of information of telling the player where to go, because even I'm lost and there's a server selector in the hotbar, but I want to be able to know what to do even without the server selector. So right click the server selector, we go into factions, classic factions, Skyblock, and SMP. So SMP we're not going to do because survival is just relatively the same every time, but factions, we will see what's up. So factions, apparently I'm not whitelisted on the server. Does it say anything about it? No. Okay, so for factions, if you're going to make it a whitelist, I would make sure that you can't, or maybe just hide it from new players or hide it from people who are not allowed on the server. But since this is a faction server, I don't get why you're not, or new players are not whitelisted on the server. Maybe just make it an open server so anybody can join, rather than just a private server to where you have to be whitelisted. Otherwise, I guess just don't tell people about it. So let's try classic factions. So sending you to classic factions. So classic factions, you start with the starter, diamond armor, the starter, diamond tools, along with a bow and some wood, and oh my gosh, that's a lot of stuff. Okay. Classic factions, I'm not so sure that you get all this stuff with the stuff you start with, but hey, I'm into it, I guess. So, earn items by participating in the arena requires 3 people to start. To join, /MAJ volcano. I'm not so sure what that is, but you may want to add some sort of like tutorial message. Like, I know this is map layouts, payouts, cannons, and gens, but maybe add some sort of like tutorial for new players so they can get introduced to factions if it's their first time playing, because not everybody has experience with factions. So how factions basically get started is you just go through here and you drop down in the world. This is a PvP arena, like the starter near spawn is a PvP arena. But before we get started and drop down, you can open these chests. So with these, I would make sure to, if you don't have the key, if you don't have any way to unlock it, I would say make sure it does not push you, because people can use that to exploit some things in the game. And it's not really, like, people may glitch out with it. There might be bugs with it. Instead, you already have it here, but I would make sure that you just say, like, you do not have the key, but make sure it doesn't push you away. So now we're going up and into the battle arena. So Warzone, this is not the safest place to be. Also, I forgot to mention, in spawn over there, you started losing health and hunger. I would disable that just for that area. So now we're back in hub. If we go to the server selector, we're going to check out Skyblock. This is the last thing that we're going to check out. So type /IS to start. Okay, this is already a good start to a tutorial, because you could just, it tells you right in front to do /IS, and that means /island, apparently. And you go to a garden island, farm island, desert island, nether island, and end island. So you have to unlock these ones with ranks, because they're separated in the GUI, which I like the creation of the GUI. It's really, really well done. So let's start with a You know what? Let's start with the garden island because it is easy and also it's available. Also, there's no default island. I'm pretty sure this is quote-unquote the default. So if we go here, I love your custom islands because I'm not so sure why they're melons in trees, but the custom island is pretty cool. However, with this little gap here, it might be a little difficult for new players to get adjusted to it, only because they could fall off pretty easily, especially like over here. It is a nice scenery, but maybe make it a little bit more like I wouldn't say flatted, but I would say like circular or rectangular, rather than having, yeah, see, because what I just did here, this is, I didn't even mean to do this, and now we're going into the matrix. So also, I would disable the death messages because not many players, like if a bunch of players fall out of the world or fall out of their Skyblock island, it will display in chat and probably flood the chat with just death messages. So you may want to look into disabling that. It's just my personal preference, but who knows? Maybe some people may like it that way. The spawn here is pretty nice. Like every single build is pretty nice. It's custom build, and I really, really like the buildings. So aside from that, I think that's relatively it. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this Minecraft Story review. If you liked it, please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more. Be aware that we are also producing or making some more 5PD content, so we shall see you guys in those. So thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!